Hey guys, so in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the whole process that we use to create content briefs. It's a simple but detailed process that helps us avoid miscommunications with the writers and overall makes it easier on both ends. So before we get started, don't worry, the content brief template will be added in the resources section down below, so you can just download it from there. Okay, now let's get started. First thing, you want to put in a title for your content brief. So you want to edit the name of the Google Doc and put in a topic that you want to write about. This makes it easier for documentation purposes and the writer immediately knows what they're talking about. So for my content brief, I've already added in a title, which is going to be benefits of vitamin C serum, and that should be it. The next thing that you want to do is to fill out your target word count so that your writers know how many words to strive for. If you haven't watched Matt's video yet on word count, you can just watch the video or the link in the resources section down below. Once you've figured out your target word count, you're going to want to add in your keyword research instructions along with your TF-IDF. We also have a TF-IDF video. We talk about it in detail, and I'm going to link to the video in the resources section down below. So for this part, we suggest using Google Docs so you can easily link your content brief and keyword research together, which I will show you in a second. So you're going to create an online spreadsheet. I've already created one here. You're going to click share and then make sure that anyone with the link can edit and then copy link. And then once you've copied it, just link it through here so you and your writer can both access it. As for the TF-IDF analysis for your content brief, I'm going to have a separate video for it. So I'm going to link it in the resources section down below. Next up is the tone and style of the article. So for our affiliate sites, we typically want to use a friendly but research-intensive tone. This makes us more credible and trustworthy in the eyes of our readers, so you definitely want to add it in there. We also give out instructions about our writing style. So most of our affiliate sites are US based. So we tell our writers to write in American English, but if you're writing for a different set of audience, then you definitely want to let them know right here. Lastly, we want consistency when it comes to our content. If we only have one persona for the site, we want our writers to know that, and we tell them to use an I rather than a we when it comes to writing content. If you have several personas for the site, or you want to refer yourself as the company, then you can tell your writers to use a we rather than an I. Next up is article intent. So with this section, you'll want to give out details on what you're trying to achieve with your content. So for product reviews, you can let your writers know here if you want a positive or a negative review of the product. Or maybe you want a fair review, but then you want to cross-sell a different product at the end. This is a good place to let them know that. Another thing that you want to include in these instructions is to tell your writers to not write fluff content. This is a very common thing that we see these days. I see a lot of writers write fluff content just to get to the target word count, which is not something that you want for your own content. Fluff content pieces are mostly repetitive and low quality, which is going to be bad for both SEO and your readers. You want your content to be detailed, but you don't want to go overboard with it. And then the next one is previous content examples. When it comes to affiliate sites, we would always recommend only having one writer per site because it's easier to maintain the quality and the consistency in writing that way. But not everyone has that. So a lot of people actually use content vendors, which is completely fine. But I would recommend finding the best pieces of content on your site and then use those as benchmarks right here so that your current writer can see some examples of how you want the content to be. Lastly, the content structure. This is where you'll be putting your content outline or your content structure so that your writers can follow how you want the content to go. As for the subtopics itself that you want to cover, I will be teaching that in a different video, so just go to the resources section down below or check out the next video. And as you can see, this template tells the writer to write the content on this Google Doc itself. This allows you to get an update in real time and see how far along your content is. Having everything in one place and in your Google Doc makes it so much easier because it reduces the back and forth between you and your writers. You can easily check out everything that's going on with your content right here. And yeah, that's it for this video.